Right here at LCR Limited, we took it upon ourselves to celebrate the fathers. We went home and brought to them a surprise goodwill message. And their reaction? Priceless.
What's going on?
How do you guys do this? Wow, Kiki. Are you serious? Wait. Really? Mo lè ti lọ ṣe fídíò ní.
In Jesus' name.
Hala, what do you say? Give daddy a smile. Clap for daddy. Teddy.
Nima. Much for all the hard work you done for us. So we're appreciating you right now for appreciating us. God bless you.
We say we love you dearly and we all say
Happy Father's Day. We love you, Daddy.
Thank you very much.
It reminds me of how blessed I am, how lucky I am to have those lovely boys as my sons.
No, I'm just speechless, honestly. Wow.
What will get your emotions? What was the expression?
I can't even explain it, honestly.
You are shocked that your son.
The guy Happy Father's Day, Daddy, from Okiki. Wow, seriously, this is something else.
Wow, the video, actually, I cannot even express how I feel, sincerely, because for you to get all these things I'm watching at the moment, I'm so in fact, I don't know what to say. I'm speechless.
For the first
That's wow. So I'm not a father. I'm not much boy. She understands.
Yes, sir.
So there's this feeling that comes to your head that you now tell yourself that you now have a family. You now have a child to take care of. Telling yourself that you are no more the boy you used to be. You are no more the guy you used to be. You understand what I mean? Exactly. Yes. Exactly. As in, there's this self consciousness you have inside you that you have to tell yourself that whenever there's some risk we used to take those days when we were still boys, that you now tell yourself that, wow, if anything happened to me, I have this person, I have this son, I have this family, that nothing must happen to them. You're not even caring about yourself. You're talking about your family. Everything you do now is, my children must not suffer. You understand? My wife, my family must not suffer. Everything now lies down there. So there's this kind of responsibility. That's why they always tell you that you are not yet a man. You are not yet responsible until you have until they will tell you until you get married, until you have children. Because the reason why is just because they know that you have this, you don't want to do some certain things anymore. You understand? You don't want to, like, gone are those days when I was still single. I could actually drive like 12 a.m. in the night, and I just decide to go. I can just decide to say I'm going to Ibadan on the highway. Nobody. I don't have to call anybody. I don't have to say. I don't have to tell anybody. I don't have to be I just know that it's just me alone. But right now, before you go to Ibadan, before I drive to, even before I even drive to, from here to Chevron, I have to tell myself, I have to look at myself and tell myself that, come, where are you going to?
Honestly, the feeling is out of this world. At first, the world came, like the world stood still, like everything. Then the cry of the baby came, and I can't describe it as a noise. I think it's a music from God telling me that this is your son. You have somebody to care for. Yeah, you can see your replica, crying your replica for the first time. Another feelings came, another energy from nowhere. Yeah.
That feeling is not something that can be described. There is fear, there's anticipation. You really don't know what's going to happen. In fact, if I remember clearly, I was just pacing up and down, just praying. In fact, I turned to prayer warrior that day. Just pacing up and down, praying for the best. That's it.
I was so excited because it takes a lot of years, more than 3 or 4 years before we have him. So I was so excited to understand that I just picked my son. I did not check where is mother. I just picked my son. My mother, was calling me. Where are you going to? So just give me the baby. I want to see the baby. So I was so excited.
The most challenging part of being a father, I think, I experienced one not quite long when your child probably is sick or something. You know, there is this part of you that is also sick, which you can't even take away. You know, you can't sleep. Probably is feeling he has a high temperature. You can't sleep. You are watching over him. That's just it. Seriously.
I think is when you wish to provide something and you have the capacity to do it at that moment. I think that could be one of the challenging part of being a father.
Wow, that's a very good question. Sincerely, you might be at work, they will just call you. Daddy, the diaper of the baby has finished. The food, there's no food in the house. There's nothing in the house. You'll be like, wow, we just bought some last week. Then you are buying another one now, man. At times you might want to go crazy. So it's crazy, but I'm so happy now that my babies, my kids are happy. They love me and I love them too.
To be honest, I'll tell you that you must be mental stable for you to become a father. You understand what I mean? It's not just becoming a father is not just everybody. It's not, you don't want to become a sperm donor. You understand? There's something different. There's difference between becoming a father and a sperm donor. You understand? The responsibility must be there. You must be able to care for the child. You must have every update. You must be able to talk to your child at every given time. Once you understand. You must know the well-being of your child. You must know who they play with. You must know the kind of child they are becoming. It is not just for you to say that, yes, because everybody is giving birth to everybody, you want to become a sperm donor. You understand? There's something,
Yes, sir.
There are so many sperm donors today. You understand what I mean?
Yes,
just because they want to have a child, just because I want to be called a father or this or papa somebody, so you understand. But you must be ready, you must be mentally stable for it. That's just it.
I will tell you that don't rush. There's nothing you're rushing for. But always know that you will never start until you've started. Just take the first step and start, and things will fall in place.
You have to be ready. You have to be mentally ready, psychologically ready, and financially ready, of course.
No, they only do it once in a year. It should be like 3, 4, 5 times in a year.
No, at all. I think the other gender are more being focused on why we are less appreciated because we don't show it, but deeply you are the backbone of what is happening?
Oh, fathers are not being celebrated enough. We need to be celebrated. I think every day. You know, you find out like 5 times in a year, they celebrate mothers like 5-10 times in a year, but fathers just once. I think we need to be celebrated more.
No, we don't. They don't celebrate father. Because we have, we want to celebrate Mother's Day now. We usually do it twice in a year.
Daddy is hustling for you. Daddy is hustling for you. Just be yourself. Be a good boy all the time. Like I always tell him right now that you should continue to be a good boy. That I'm hustling for him. He won't go through what I went through. I can tell him that.
I tell them every day that I love them.
Aww.
She understand?
Yes, sir.
And they know. Eh?
Show it. Yes,
she understands.
Yes, sir.
So trying to pass the message again. When I get home, I'll still tell them I love them. You understand what I mean?
Yes,
eh?
sir. Yes, sir.
So this is something I make them to see, and I practice it. It's not just by saying that I love you or something like this. This is something I practice. So this love, so the bond will be there. It is not just because so many parents, so many fathers have actually made mistake in the past. Because it is when their children get to when their sons get to 21 or when their daughter gets to 21, they now say there is no cordial relationship between the parents. So what happened when they were still? Try as much as possible to create a cordial relationship with your children, as small as you understand. They understand. They know these children when they grow up. They remember all these little things.
Yeah.
They remember all these little things. It's not just about when they get to a particular level, you now tell them that you now start want to create a relationship that was never there. A love, the bond you never shared from the beginning.
Sure.
So what is the relationship like when they were small, when they were 3, when they were 4, when they were 5? They never forget so very easily. We must try as much as possible to create this. It's not just by saying I love you on phone or by saying that I love you, my son. Practice what you preach.
Now, with all that you've seen and heard, do you think that fathers are celebrated enough? Now, happy Father's Day.